Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have Aethoro and Moon Jelly's Unravelling. This one was requested by Mid-Person in my Patreon producer queue, and as per the laws of the land, I must listen to it. I haven't heard of either of these people, so I don't know what I'm going to be getting into genre-wise. Mid-Person didn't offer any insight to this song at all, which is fine. I kind of like that better sometimes, because I love getting that just raw reaction from myself, not knowing what I'm getting into, so I don't know if this is going to be EDM or like an orchestral thing. Could be anything, but I won't know if I don't get started. So without further ado, let's go. Bouncy and lighthearted.
I shut the door behind me and pray that
Okay.
maybe tomorrow I'll be the same. The sounds
Nowhere near what I was anticipating.
leave me alone, this just isn't fair. I let imagination run wild, an endless reality. I ask for you to take me to where I wanna be.
Well, this is just adorable so far. Nice 3/4, maybe a 6/8. Has a beautiful energy to it, full of whimsy. One of my favorites. Great way to open that up. More cinematic than I thought. The vocalist's tone is very, very good for this song. Has that childlike quality to it, which fits the theme perfectly. Ooh. Ooh. Beautiful little piano guitar duet here. Throwing in the flute. Of course, he had the harmonica in there too. All of the best possible instruments for a little break like this.
Looking to the sky,
I knew we weren't done yet. Would have been way too short.
If I close my eyes, give into the light, dreams become reality. Once again, the colors in my life
Ooh.
surround the world and
Beautiful, like grouping, like arpeggio down.
stowed away in my golden
Gorgeous.
castle I belong. And here I will stay, so let me be for today.
Oh man, I love it when this song opens up. Honestly, I really love the like orchestral percussion being used here instead of a kit. It feels so much better. A little bit of a shift there. I'm messing with the tone of the song a little bit. I see you. Was that it? No, okay. That would have been a very tense way to end the song. This doesn't feel like the type of song that would end with tension. I feel like it's going to end with a nice resolution. Ooh. Nope, there it is. Nice. So it wasn't the type of resolution I was expecting, but still a resolution, just a much softer one than I thought it was going to be. What a beautiful look into escapism as a concept. This was so beautiful in that way. It's been a while since I've heard a song specifically tackle escapism instead of just imagination or the concept of the mind palace. This hits escapism specifically with how the lyrics are framed as somebody who's trying to get away from it all and living in the imagination land that they have as a form of avoidance from the outside world and things that are going on there, like the concept of please just let me be here for a few extra minutes, let me exist in this world that is basically idealized versus the reality that is often more disappointing. And that's such a cool thing to explore in general, but it's just so uncommon for me to see a song actually do that well and match the energy of what that feels like. You're balancing the nostalgia with a little bit of the tension there because there is some negativity to the lyrics here and just a little bit of sadness, but not necessarily entirely depression. It's not like they're leading you down the path of like, oh, they're dead or dying. That might be a part of it. I'm not entirely sure. I'm only basing this off of what I heard, and maybe I did miss something contextually. But overall, it just feels like they're tired of reality in a general sense and just want to get away from it for a little while. And that's why this imaginary world exists to them. It's not necessarily a means to an end as much as it is just a place to be alone, and maybe in some cases with a friend, something that's familiar and someone they can trust. They did an amazing job with the instrumental on this one and matching that whimsy, you know, just like keeping that flightiness to it. Instruments like the flutes and all the strings help with that. You keep everything light and bouncy. Just great general composition on it because everything that they did felt like it was carrying you through. It felt like you were caught in a breeze on a hill, and the windmill motif on the screen was definitely helping with like getting you into that. You know, you're just seeing the kids there and you're like, oh yeah, this reminds me of like when I was a kid and how it felt to be a kid and have that imaginary world to play with people. Like for a little bit of a personal story here, when I was younger, I used to get bullied a lot, shocker, and I would play imaginary Pokemon in the side of the schoolyard where kids were not allowed to enter except for me and my friend group because of those issues that we had. So they had like this sanctioned off little corner next to the building where they could still see us, of course, to watch us because we were kids, but other kids would not be allowed past that line without us inviting them over, which barely ever happened. So I have a very good connection to this feeling, just having this place to be yourselves, and even though everyone else was ridiculing you for playing imaginary Pokemon, it was like 2007, all right? Let a kid be a kid, but other kids are going to be jerks, and having that imaginary space to just feel safe and explore that creativity is honestly what made me who I am today. And I love to think about those moments because while I'm not close friends with many of the people who I used to play that with, it's still a part of my memory that I hold very near and dear to my heart because it kind of crafted and formed who I became. So this song matching that in my memory and allowing me to like think of that time in my life is very nice, and I think they did a great job with everything else in the song. Just like I said, the composition here is fantastic. Huge awareness of how to use all the different instruments, matching the guitar and the strings, and everything was just so good. I loved all of that. It was just so fun. Sometimes it can be hard to match a lot of those instruments and not feel like they're talking over each other, but having the piano and the guitar especially working together with this synergy that just felt so bright and loose and lifted and floaty. It's just I can't help but be a little giddy about it given the way it made me feel. It kind of gave me that butterflies feeling, and I was just entranced by it the whole time. I also loved the vocalist. Again, her tone was great for this. It had just enough of that childish edge to connect you to that point in your childhood if you had one, and just to set you into the mood and the theme of the song and the world all together. It sounded like a kid was singing it, so therefore you're connecting it to something that a kid would be experiencing maybe, and that worked really, really well. On a technical level, I think there was a few things she was doing, a few phonetic shapes that I think were a little bit too poppy maybe, but that's a minor gripe considering how well everything else was done, that I'm not even really going to get into that. They were just little things like the little flicks on the ends of notes and phrases where I was like, it's a little bit much, but not really enough to be like, oh, you're ruining the song by doing that. Just something that I was like, I would have preferred that to be a little bit more open, a little bit less pinched off, but that's just me being picky. All in all, it is stupid that this person only has 3.48 thousand subscribers as of now, and only 1,564 views on this since July 2022. It is exactly songs like this and a few others I've gotten recently that are indie people who deserve so much more attention than what they have. And I don't think that my videos are unfortunately going to do much to change that, but I hope they do. I hope a few people who are subscribed to me are watching this and haven't heard of this person before and are just giving it a shot. And hopefully they like it and go to their channels and subscribe. I always have that stuff in the description, so if you do, please go support them. This is the sort of shit that keeps me going. Seeing people who are indie doing amazing work and unfortunately not getting the attention that they should for as solid as the pieces are and as nice as they make me feel. I haven't had that butterfly feeling in a while, so it just felt really nice to have that. But on a technical level, it is also really, really well done. So like, what else can I say? It's a brilliant song. Great artistry all around, great story, great mixing, pretty much great everything. So I hope that you guys like this song, and I hope that they get more and more attention for the work that they've done, because this is an insane craft. This is beautiful, and that's about all I can say about it. When something is just good, sometimes you can only say it's really fucking good, and it is. So I will end this here as a result of that, and hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you want me to get to something else, by all means drop it in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if, like Mid-Person did for this one, you want to guarantee that I listen to something, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. I have a tier that will force me to listen to whatever you want. I don't care who it's by, what it's from, if it's really good like this one, or if it's something completely trash. I've had those too. It really just depends on what you want me to get to, so throw me whatever you want. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!